I'll bet you there are many young tearaways right now in Basildon and elsewhere who are being sent off to young offenders institutes who may well go on to lives of repetitive crime, maybe even violent crime.
Here's Farage talking about Reform MP James Murdoch.
This is an example of a human being who's picked himself up from a terrible situation and made a big success of it.
But in terms of being a MP and representing constituents, my point here is not what happened. My point is that there is a discrepancy.
Right.
The discrepancy being Murdoch explained an assault charge when he was a teenager as just pushing a girlfriend during an argument when really he'd kicked her 4 times and had to be pulled away by security guards. He served 21 days in a young offenders institution. Now remember this? A woman throwing a milkshake over Farage? Well, here's Murdoch on Haitley Brewer giving his opinion on the sentence the woman received.
Really, her attitude absolutely stinks. I don't know if she's getting some benefit out of it, which is a bit of a damning testament to the state of the world today.
You mean more men are going to look at this this cheap woman's OnlyFans page because we're saying a name. I mean, well done her, eh? Her parents must be so proud.
Well, exactly, and I'm glad you said that. Yeah, it's infamy at a cheap price. It's not something that I would want for my daughters.
What strange optics. Obviously, it's true, people do stupid things and we need to forgive, but the irony and absurdity of this is too much.
But who knows what's going through her head? It's clearly not the way I would like her to be thinking.
Should she have gone to jail?
I couldn't say on that. I mean,
he said I pushed her over.
I believe you.
But
I haven't
that's
seen the discrepancy.
Court document.
It's a spent
what
conviction,
did he tell
end
you he'd
of
done?
conversation.
Well, what did he say he'd
spent
done
conviction,
to you?
end of conversation.
It was right that Nigel pressed charges because there could be anything, and a clear message has to be sent, because you cannot have terrible behaviour like this escalating. It absolutely needs to be nipped in the bud, and I really hope that the judge's sentence does that.
You're talking about an inside Westminster story that you want to talk about.
And yet on Talk TV, they'll waste time on somebody throwing a milkshake over Farage.
If you want to professionalise the party, then these are questions people are going to ask. Yeah. And if it was another political party and this has happened, you would expect me to ask them as well.
Her attitude does stink, but perhaps that's a bit of a persona, and hopefully behind closed doors she's a bit more sober about it. But yeah, in fact, I won't talk about it now because I haven't made it public, but there's another piece of work I'm working on that I hope will reflect British public's view on sentencing compared to how horrific the crime might be felt by the general public versus the punishment.
Click here for Is Farage Scum Bucket of the Year.